Hi everyone, welcome to Earth Science Quarter 4. We are now on Lesson 23. All right, here is our agenda for today. First, let's do our mindfulness. I really hope you're doing this, okay? It does help your mind, physically your brain to be able to withstand the types of difficulties that we are probably facing, okay? So do your breathing, breathe in and out. In and out. One more and out. Okay, do your attitude of gratitude. Think of some small thing which you are grateful for. Any little thing. All right, today's question of the day. What can you say about the carbon dioxide emissions from the US? So we were looking at some charts and graphs and things like that in the last lesson, and there should have been, you should have become aware of the different emissions from different countries. I'm asking you to think about what's going on in the US. You probably noticed a significantly higher amount, even though we are not the most populated. Yes, more populated areas do produce more emissions. And yes, the United States does have a relatively big population, but consider how many people and how many emissions are being produced. It's pretty significant what the US has done and continues to do. Daily funny. What do you call a dog that can do magic? It's a labracadabrador, like abracadabra. Okay. Learning target. I will describe realistic suggestions to solve future energy problems related to the increasing population in the United States and worldwide, okay? Norms, I'm going to commit to perseverance with the difficult scientific diagrams, charts, and graphs, the same ones that we looked at in the last lesson. The terms are the same. We're still thinking about carbon footprint. We're still thinking about doing some estimating, approximating, trying to guesstimate, I guess, would be another way of saying it. And then we're also thinking about the impact of population, by how many people might be impacting some of these emissions. What we did previously, what we're doing moving forward. So in the previous lesson, we used some charts and graphs about the changing carbon footprint. Okay, as we go forward in time, our carbon footprint seems to be going up. And now we will answer some questions to analyze our observations. Okay? All right, so you're going to go back to that packet. So remember, there were three pages actually with some charts and graphs and things like that on there, so you can look at that. And then you had filled in the chart that showed the noticings, the wonderings, and the things that you were reminded of or connecting to. Okay, so you should have that done already. I want you to return to that. On the last page, you are going to be doing part B. So in order to do part B, you need to refer back to all that information from part A, all the stuff that you looked at in the previous lesson. So there's just a few questions here, but I do want you to make sure you are referencing the information from the charts, the graphs, and you're noticing and wondering and things like that, okay? Easy enough. Again, 4 questions. Complete sentences, my dears. Thank you. Okay, when you are all done with that, I would like you to think about the wrap-up. So I'd like you to describe realistic suggestions to solve future energy problems related to the increasing population. So what I'm getting at is, as the population increases and we're all using energy for various reasons, that is going to increase our dependence on these energy sources. It's right now, if we keep using the same things, that would mean that we would be increasing more and more our carbon emissions. So think about how we could address that, how we could not have so many carbon emissions, even though we have an increasing population. When you are done with this activity, which again, we started it last lesson and we finished it now, make sure whichever way you've done it, if you wrote it on paper, if you put it in a Google Doc, if you were able to type on this particular worksheet, whatever way you have it, make sure you are putting it in the Google folder that you shared with me previously. Okay? I hope all of you are doing well. Please take care of yourself. I miss you. Take care.